Hey, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everyone is doing okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, y'all give me a second because you probably can hear it in my voice, but your girl is tired. I am tired, so bear with me 1 second. One moment, one moment, one moment. I don't know why my background is not showing what is going on. What is going on? I don't want to share a screen. What is going on? Hope everyone is having a great weekend. And I don't know what's going on. Bear with me, you guys. Okay, so today you guys will get to see the inside of my office because I don't know why. My background is not what it's supposed to be, but we are going to go ahead and rock and roll anyway because I don't know what is the issue here. So, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I apologize. I know I sound tired because I am. I'm sleepy. I'm not even gonna sit here in front. Um, I'm ready to go to bed. I'm ready to go to bed, and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. It has definitely been an amazing weekend, an amazing weekend, you guys. And so I am still up here because I am committed to giving you guys this information on nourishing your soul and things that you can do for self care. So, y'all bear with me. Let me send this out. If you are watching live, hit the share button. Please hit the share button for me. Oh, thank you, Facebook. Yes, I can do multiple groups at one time. Yes, this is amazing. All right. So yes. I have gotten this shared out. So we are going to go ahead and get started. As you guys know, I am Shay Allen. I am the Soul Nourishment Coach. I help women master the art of self care via mind, body, and spirit. And today is Soul Nourishment Sundays with Shay. I am truly practicing some self care today. Shower, got back in some pajamas. I am on straight chill mode. And I don't even spell my name wrong. No worries, nevertheless. We are live and going to talk to you guys today about the power of mindfulness in everyday life. And so, first, like, what is mindfulness, right? What is that? So, being mindful is just being fully present and engaged in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without distraction or judgment. Ooh, that's good, right? So, when you're mindful, like you know what's going on in your life, like you know what's going on. You're present, you're aware. If you're having a conversation with someone, you're there, right? You're listening to them and not listening just to respond, but listening to them. You're aware of your own thoughts, your own feelings without distraction, which I know a lot of people always say, like, are you listening to me? Like women to men when they're having a conversation, and it may be a conversation that maybe the men don't want to have, but it's like, are you listening to me? Um, are you mindful at that time? So mindfulness goes hand in hand with meditation. And meditation is so good for your soul, so good for your spirit, because when you meditate, you want to get into a space where, when I meditate, I do listen to music. It just helps to calm my brain. But some people meditate without music or sounds, and I don't want to say music, it's actually sounds. I absolutely love Andre 3000's latest CD, record, whatever y'all are calling it these days, but it is so soothing and it helps me to relax, and I absolutely love it for meditating. Like as soon as it comes on, everything just kind of totally changes. Like if I was just running through, my day or whatever the case may be, as soon as the sounds start, like my whole body, like it just takes over, and it just helps me to get in the place so that I can meditate on whatever it is I'm meditating on, because we meditate for different reasons. So you want to set your intentions when you meditate, and that helps me set my intentions, and those sounds off of that CD just make me just, everything is able to go out. And I love that, where I can really focus in on what I'm meditating on. So I absolutely love that. You can pull up a YouTube video, ocean sounds, sleep sounds, calming sounds. If you find that meditating is hard for you because your brain won't stop going, like I went to a sound bath therapy. I want to say earlier this month, or maybe it was last month. The time is going by so fast. But I went to a sound bath therapy. My girlfriend does, and she was like, just you lay on the ground, and she's playing these drums, and this, it's just so relaxing. Like even just thinking about it now is just so relaxing. And you just lay there. And as soon as she started playing the drums, like she was saying, don't think about what else you have to do for today. Just think about the here and the now. Be mindful of your thoughts right now. No distractions. Don't think, okay, when I leave here, I got to go to the grocery store and, I'm having people for dinner and what am I going to cook and all that. She's like, no, just stay in the here and the now. And it was like a different form of, meditation, but it was absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend, if you've never had a sound bath therapy treatment, to get one. Um, it does help to reduce stress, and so um, those are some things you want to do. Those are like, that's like the definition of mindfulness, just being aware of your thoughts without distraction, your feelings without distraction, no judgment at all from yourself, because obviously you want to do this. If you're being mindful, it's about you. Even if you're in conversation with someone, it's about you. And so that's what we're going to talk about. Like, what are the benefits of mindfulness? Like, reduce stress. Y'all know I talk about that a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Reducing your stress is so important, because in all actuality, like, a lot of our stressors can be eliminated. Some things cannot. And for the things that we can change, we can change them. We can work towards changing those stressors. If you're in a relationship with someone and they cause you a lot of stress, you can end that relationship. That's not just you and a significant other. If you're having a relationship that's not working, and I understand it's your mama and your daddy, but if it's not working, you have that conversation. And if it's still not working, you just have to, if that's a stressor in your life, you have to reduce that stress. Um, I didn't say be disrespectful. You just reduce that stress. You have to set boundaries. And we talked about that before. You have to set boundaries, um, because those are stressors that you can absolutely control. You can change. If you're at a job you don't like, you can work towards an exit strategy for that job so that you don't have that stress anymore. Right. And so those are things you can eliminate. Now, the stress of inflation, I don't even watch the debates, but all I had to do was scroll to know it was just like a clown show. We can't change those stressors about what's going on, as far as inflation. This is election year. Um, if there are changes on your um, jobs, some things we can and cannot change. But again, you can change jobs if you'd like, unless you're in a contract. But those things that you can actually reduce the stress from, absolutely work towards reducing the stress. And that's one of the benefits of mindfulness, is it reduces your stress. If you're mindful of what's going on in your life, you can reduce some of that stress. That improves your mental health. I can't tell you guys how much more amazing I feel, because I have been out of work since March 21st. My job was causing high stress levels, high depression levels, high anxiety levels. Um, and I truly have had so much less stress since March 21st. It's just been absolutely wonderful. I have gained time freedom. I have gained the ability to be there. Unfortunately, my mom had to go to the hospital a week ago. I was able to be there without having to call somebody and say, I'm not going to be in. And then my stepfather turned around, went to the hospital. He got in an accident this weekend. So it has just been a whirlwind this week, to say the least. But my mental health has improved so much that if something comes up, I'm not like that little bit of stress with mom having to take my mom to the hospital probably would have been 10 times worse if I was working, because I would have been like, okay, we went to the hospital at almost 12 o'clock at night. That meant, okay, I would have been like, I was up. I didn't sleep well. That means Monday morning, I would have been, working, taking calls, frustrated, wondering what's going on with my mother, trying to, like, my stress level would have been so much higher. But because I eliminated the stress that was in my life, which was my job, I was like, okay, took her to the hospital, made sure she was okay. My stepfather came. The next morning, I checked in. We good? What we doing? It was like I was more relaxed in the situation. And I'm not saying I wasn't concerned, but my stress levels weren't as high because I was mindful of what was going on. That, okay, I had meetings on Monday that I just needed to reschedule. Like, when you reduce the stress in your life, it feels so much better. Your mental health is so much more improved than when you have stressors that you can actually eliminate. Like your mental health is you like you see clearly, you make more rational decisions. It's like this has been the most amazing 3 months, I guess. Yeah, March to April, May, May to June. Yeah, 3 months and some change because I still don't go back to work till July 8th. But it has been amazing, 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 amazing to have this time and just see what life is like without the stressor of a job that I do not like. So your whole mental, like, it just, I can't even explain to you guys how much better I feel than when I was working somewhere that I don't like and I'm not being fulfilled and I don't feel like there's room for advancement. So it has just changed completely. So your mental health, then your emotional resilience is enhanced. So, you know, I feel so much more. I'm so happy. I'm filled with joy. I spend so much more time with my friends, hanging out. We have a good time, which is why I am still tired from Friday night. Okay. But like emotionally, like we were not together the week before that. And I was like, oh, I miss you guys. And but emotionally, like I feel so much better. um I'm mindful of things that are going on, the things that I need to do. I have so much clarity. And you also get like physical health, your overall health just improves when you're mindful, because I am mindful of what I'm eating. I'm mindful when I don't exercise. Like today, I'm not gonna. This is a rest day, but I know I need to get back to the gym. It's way too hot to walk outside, which I love. But your overall physical health, like I'm tired. One, because like I said, we hung out Friday, and then I got up yesterday morning and I had an amazing class from 10 to like 2:30. And then, like I said, found out my stepfather was in an accident, so a little bit going on there. But for overall, I feel better. I just feel so much better than I did 3 months ago when I'm sitting here at my desk. I'm stressed the hell out. um, I literally had no energy after working. And I worked 10-hour shifts. So I would be off on Friday trying to run around and do groceries and run other errands. And it was just so much. And then trying to rest because I was tired and drained from a job. My overall health has improved so much from just being mindful of the things that are going on in my life. Like it has just been amazing, amazing. My anxiety level and depression level are so much lower than they had been. Um, well, I'll share that with y'all when it comes, but it's a lot less. Um, I feel like I'm able to focus more. As you guys know, I have a business, I have a coaching business, and then I also, I'm an author, and then I also help, small businesses with their startup. So I have been so much more focused. I was telling my therapist um, in 2020, right at the start of the year, before we knew anything about COVID, December 2019, I left my full time job to pursue being an entrepreneur. I was in a network marketing company. I was doing well, the checks were coming, and I really didn't have a whole bunch of care in the world. But I also was not disciplined enough to be a full time entrepreneur. I literally would do nothing but maybe make a post here or there or attend the trainings. But I really did not use that time wisely. I'm so transparent when I get on here. I did not, which led me to have to go back to working full time. Now, I also needed benefits for some stuff, but for the majority, it was I didn't use that time wisely. I was not mindful that, yes, there is money coming. Is it the money you want to make? No. Why aren't you taking the necessary actions to make more money? Right? Like it was enough to cover my bills, maybe do a little bit. But if your goal is to be traveling and you're not making that money to do that, why aren't you increasing your efforts to make more money? And so I can look back on that now because now I'm more mindful that if you want to be a full time entrepreneur, that does not mean sitting on your ass for 8 hours a day and just looking up at the sky and like, okay, the money's going to come out. Like that's not how it works. And so I'm so much more mindful. And so my therapist asked, well, what are you doing? And I said, well, because my schedule was 9 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, I'm pretty much doing that as my schedule, like a 10-hour schedule where I'm starting at 9 and I work and do whatever it is I need to do for the day. I have a to-do list and then I take a break and then I work some more and then I take a break and then I work some more and I take a lunch or vice versa, whatever. But I'm keeping that same schedule um, so that I stay on track with what I need to do. I'm mindful of the mistakes I made 4 years ago. 4 years ago, like I was just like, okay, they sending me a check. I mean, I got the proof. I got plaques up here that says I earned the money, which I did, but was it enough? No, because I wasn't doing the effort to increase the money. So now I'm more mindful of that. And that just helps with the depression and anxiety I have because I'm able to focus on my business. I'm able to focus on my coaching business. I'm able to focus on my books. I'm able to help other business owners start their business or do branding for them, provide them with, promotional items if they need. It is so much more in there. I've been working on collaborations with people. Like I want to cry, but good tears of joy because I see things coming into fruition. Where a few months ago, I was like telling my therapist, I don't know what the future holds, and I don't want to just up and leave my job because I've done that in the past with no money in the bank, literally the last paycheck, and without any meditation, guidance, prayer, none of that. I just did it. Like I'm doing it. Like I'm leaving regardless. Um, and I had said to her, like, this time I'm more mindful, you know, and so because I'm more mindful, like I was like kind of scared to step out on faith. And all I kept hearing in the back of my head was God saying, you did it on your own with no conversation from me at all. Like no conversation with me, and I had you. Like I made sure you were good. Why is it now you've come to me and you're not having that faith that you had when you just did it on your own? And so I wasn't at peace a few months ago. Like in April, I wasn't at peace. Now I'm so much more at peace. And You guys, it just feels like my whole inside right now is just smiling. I know that sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, but that's how much joy I have from these last 3 months and really, getting things together. Like, it just feels so amazing, you guys. Um, and so I'm gonna not get emotional on Facebook, but I just feel amazing. I can't say that enough. I can't say it enough. Um, and so because I'm mindful, and like I said, now I'm creating other relationships and business wise, it's just been amazing. Like God is putting stuff into fruition for me, and it's wonderful. So there are some techniques for being mindful. Um, Breathing is like I'm so big on when you are stressed, when you're not feeling good, just mindful breathing. And when you're breathing and you're concentrating on your breathing, that helps to reduce the stress in your body. Side note, stress caught like people who want to lose weight, like some of that stress comes from not, like you can't lose weight. That's yeah. So let's reduce the stress. So breathing exercises help tremendously, and just long, deep breaths, being mindful, clearing your head of whatever is going on, kind of goes along with the meditation. And you just want to breathe, just big, deep breath in, hold it, and release. I couldn't say hold it because I was holding it. Um, you start to like you just keep doing that, and you just feel like you're letting in all, you're breathing in all this air. Like I'm like breathe it in and then just let out all the bad, however you want to say it. Let's let out all the bad. Mindful breathing is like my number one exercise. What was my number one exercise? Um, when I was really stressed out. Like I can remember sitting at my desk and just it was in tears, did not want to work, a whole bunch of crap was going on. I was like, I have to get up and just go and breathe. It can definitely change your whole attitude. It can change how you feel. So, again, you can go on YouTube for breathing exercises, but just breathe in, nice deep breath in or whatever, and then hold it for like 4 or 5 seconds, and then breathe it out. And those breathing exercises help you to get refocused, to reduce that stress, to calm you down. Um, a lot of times when we're in that stress like that, your heart rate is up more than it should be. Your blood pressure is up more than it should be. We want to reduce that. We want to be mindful of those things, right? We don't want to cause unnecessary heart attacks and strokes. Okay. The other thing is mindful eating. I'm guilty of just sometimes wanting to indulge. I do follow the rule one of my doctors gave me a long time ago. She was like 85-15. 85% of the time you're eating good, and 15% you are enjoying yourself, but not overindulging. I said overindulging. So if you want to have the piece of cake, have the piece of cake, not the whole cake. Okay. I am more mindful of the things that I'm eating. I am actually starting July 1st, which is tomorrow, eating more mindful um, because of some conditions I have going on. But mindful eating, um, I've struggled with for years because I'm an emotional eater. And I know that when things are going left, so to speak, as we say, um, all of that good eating, it goes out the window. Like it goes out the window. I'm just not like I don't care. Like I'm going to Mayflower. For those of you not in the area, it is a seafood restaurant that serves calabash style seafood, which is fried. It is so good. Um, like that's what I'm doing. Or I'm going to Bojangles to get my chicken biscuit with egg and cheese, some fries, and a Diet Pepsi with no ice. I don't care. Like, so I am mindful, but I'm also mindful that, okay, you eating that, take your behind to the gym or go walk on a track or something like that. So I am mindful of those things. And mindful, walking as well. I like to walk. It is way too damn hot to do that outside. So I'm now back at the gym. Uh, but walking helps. It helps get your heart rate up in the good way because you should not be stressed with your heart, rate up. But walking cardio is great for you. Um, I know for me, like I'm a music. I have to have music. I hate like if my headphones aren't charged and I go to the gym or I go to walk, it drives me crazy. I've still done it, but it drives me crazy. Like I have to have the music. Music is so soothing for me. But those are some techniques that you can do um, to just keep yourself mindful of the things that are going on. Because if you're doing mindful breathing and walking and eating, it's going to help you to be mindful when you are talking to people, when you're going about your day, you're more aware of the things that are going on around you because you have that clarity. But when you have high levels of stress, sometimes you don't realize what's going on with you. Like, think about TV shows you see where the people are stressed out and their kids are trying to talk to them and they have no idea what's going on. Um, I always think about, I think it's Grown Ups, the first one. Yeah, it's the first one. They're at the cabin. The mom's on the phone because she's a fashion designer and they were supposed to be going to Milan. And she said the little girl said something to her mom, and she's like, "Not right now." She was like, she lost her tooth. She's like, "Not right now. I'll put the dollar under your pillow later," not realizing she said that. Like she was so stressed in that moment about what was going on with her, she didn't realize that she just told her daughter she's a tooth fairy. And so now she's got to come up with this explanation and tell her daughter that I'm the tooth fairy from our family and that mom's the tooth fairy for, how it works, even though we all know tooth fairy is not real, but you just broke her heart because you were not mindful, you were so stressed. And we tend to do that as humans. When we get stressed, we're not mindful of what's going on. So practicing mindfulness, helps to reduce those levels of stress so that when someone is talking to you, you have clarity, you understand what they're saying, and you're not just blurting something out. Um so we already talked about the stress. You want to incorporate it in your daily routines, starting the day with meditation, um, breathing. So that was me breathing. Um, you need a routine, like your whatever your routine is. Um, Even if it's only a couple minutes a day, you guys. I always tell people who feel like they have no time for self care, 5 minutes. 24 hours in a day, you got 5 minutes. And then increase it. You got 10 minutes. You got 15. You got 20. You got 25. And you got 30. There is time, but you have to want to make the time. My time is in the morning. I get up because Chance wakes me up. We go outside. Well, not always. Sometimes he wants to play first. But we go outside. He does what he needs to do. I come in, I make my coffee, I sit on the couch. That is my time. I am thinking about the day, but I'm also clearing my head so that I'm not stressed, making sure, things are done, whatever the case may be. But that is my time. And that's normally from to about 8 o'clock. But I make that time. You've got to make that time for you. Um, you can overcome the stress in your life that you can control. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy because I don't know what your stressors are, but you can absolutely overcome them. If you are unsure on how to get that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes, we can always have a discovery call. You can go on the website um, and you can actually book a session with me for 30 minutes. And we can talk about how we can incorporate some self care, some soul nourishment into your everyday routines. It's not impossible. It is very possible that you can do this. Um, if you've been watching me, following me, whatever the case may be, then you know that I am the Soul Nourishment Coach. So, this is a collection of self care poems that I wrote that you can read and mark off your favorite ones that you like and read them daily. You can read the same thing daily. There's also a journal, and I do want to show you guys the inside of the journal. Um, so first, mark it so you know whose it is, because I have people in the same house who have the journal. But it literally is some ways to improve self care, and then you want to start every day. So, what your morning routine is, what's your physical activity, what's self care? Have you drank water? Like, y'all don't understand. Drinking water is important. I don't know why y'all not getting that for those who don't like to drink it, but you need to do that. So, we do have quotes and affirmations for the day. And then, like, your gratitude. We talked about gratitude. I've talked about gratitude. And guess what? Mindfulness. It's right here every single day. Your reflection and your nutrition. Nobody said you had to eat 100%. If you do, great. I'm not that person. And then, of course, we have, oh, that's backwards, the coloring book as well. The reason I created the coloring book to go in this program is because it shows you other ways for self care. Self care ain't just going to get your nails and toes did. Go to dinner by yourself. It's okay. Cook the dinner for yourself. It's okay. Paint a picture of yourself or something you love. It's okay. I want you to learn how to do other things that nourish your soul other than going to get your nails done, your toes done, and going to the spa. Granted, love it. Best one, some of the best forms of self-care, but that's not all that we can do. So you can pick up those books and enroll in the program on the website, which is scrolling across the screen. Um, I look forward to working with you guys. If you know someone, if you are the someone, reach out. Like I said, you can book that discovery call, and I am more than happy to help you on your soul nourishment journey. My name is Shay Allen. I am the Soul Nourishment Coach. I help women master the art of self care via mind, body, and spirit. You guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you on next Sunday.